I heard you had a very interesting story of how you became a patient at Chestatee Regional Hospital. Would you mind kind of telling me a little bit?
Well, I guess you'd call it interesting, one of those accidental things that you don't plan for. A very good friend of mine had been placed in a nursing home in Gainesville, and so on a Sunday, I was going over to visit him and taking him a basket of fresh fruit. And I had gotten to the nursing home. I was walking down the corridor toward his room and trying to balance the fruit and watch where I was walking, and I tripped and I fell right down in the hallway. And I didn't know anything had really happened to me. I got up, the staff helped me get up, and they wanted to know, are you all right, are you all right? And they got me a wheelchair, rolled me down to his room, and I sat there and visited with him for about 45 minutes, just not in any pain or discomfort whatsoever. And his daughter-in-law was there, and she was a nurse, and she said, let me see you stand up. And I stood up. She said, you don't have very good use of that leg. And I said, oh, I think it'll be all right. I may have just sprained it. And so she said, well, I think you better call some of your family. So I called my daughter, and she came to get me. And I said, well, just take me home. I'll be all right. She said, no, I'm going to take you by Chestatee Regional Hospital and let them check you out. So they took me to the emergency room, and they were very kind and solicitous and very gentle, and got me up on the examining table and x-rayed me and found out that the femur bone, the top of it, had shattered off, had broken my hip in that little fall. And so they admitted me right then and there, and got in touch with an orthopedic surgeon and scheduled me for surgery right away.
Can you tell me a little about your doctor? Was that the previous?
Yeah, Dr. David Hochschild. He was on call the night that I fell. That happened to be a Sunday night. He's with Northview Associates, which is an orthopedic group here in Dahlonega, and he took excellent care of me. He really did, and was very helpful when I had to go back in the second time, and right there to see me every morning and check on my progress and listen to my moaning and groaning about when can I go home again. So I was very pleased that he happened to be the one to take care of me, Dr. David Hochschild, a great orthopedic surgeon.
During your stay at Chestatee Regional, how did you feel? Did you feel comfortable? Did you?
Oh, very comfortable. The staff there was so caring and kind and compassionate, and they would just make you feel so much at home. And they have wonderful food service there. Sometimes you don't think about hospital food as being so good, but it is good. And they even have a menu process where you can order food that you particularly like. And if I wasn't feeling very hungry one day, I would just say, I don't really feel like I can eat as much dinner as you're going to bring me. Just bring me some soup and sandwich tonight. And they would do that. And people from the dietary department would regularly check on me to see if I was all right and enjoying my food. People from the accounting office would come by and talk to me, and all of the medical and surgical staff would check on me every day, and I just felt like I was the only patient there, and they were all interested in my progress.
How would you rank the quality of Chestatee Regional?
The quality? Top quality, I think. Sometimes restaurants and hotels are rated by stars, like a 5-star hotel or a 5-star restaurant. I'd give them 6 stars. They're really a great regional hospital, and we're awfully lucky to have them right here in Lumpkin County and Dahlonega to serve our population.